Welcome back to the continuing coverage of the V-League Challenge Cup 2022 Men's Volleyball Tournament. So all of our games today, this opening day of our tournament, it has been a quadruple header men's volleyball fiesta, so to speak. So we are now at our fourth match. It's between the San Sebastian Recoletos and the UP Fighting Maroons. Lance Fernandez here at the microphone together with a former Ateneo Lady Eagle, Marge Tejada. So San Sebastian, Marge, last NCAA tournament, they fell short of the Final Four. And again, as always, because we came from a pandemic and all of the teams have been reset, so they have restocked their talent. So how do they go the next level and possibly clip or claim a Final Four seat in their upcoming NCAA tournament?
I guess since bago yung roster ng players nila, this new players playing for San Sebastian really needs to prove to their coach na it should be really them playing and should just really play out and really do their best in this season.
And now we're talking about the UP Fighting Maroons, the other side of the court for this fourth match. So UP was last place in UAAP Season 81, 1-13 record. And now again, they have restocked their talent, but one of the players that we are going to look out for here is Louis Gamban, their team captain. So what does the enthusiasm and the talent of Gamban bring to this UP Fighting Maroons roster?
I guess it's more of yung experience niya, no? And really the energy kasi iba din yung factor na your own captain really brings the energy into the team, and that's really helpful for the other players.
Yeah, that's infectious, so to speak, to the other players. Talking about Louis Gamban, imparting that positive energy to the side of the Fighting Maroons. And also, let's not forget San Sebastian is being coached by a legendary head coach in Roger Guerriev, that is. But when we come back, we will have San Sebastian Recoletos Stags against UP Fighting Maroons. This is the fourth match of opening day of the V-League Challenge Cup 2022 Men's Volleyball Tournament. And we will be back for more action. Welcome to the fourth game of the opening day of the vleague 2022 Collegiate Challenge. My name is Lance Fernandez, together with former Ateneo Lady Eagle Marge Tejada, and we will have another UAAP versus NCAA battle in front of us. So it will be San Sebastian College Recoletos against the UP Fighting Maroons. So just a review of the starting lineups for both teams. For San Sebastian, we have Martin and Villamor as the outside hitters, Mikel Mendoza and RM Alba as their middle blockers. Opposite hitter is Josh Espinida, setter Lelek Kagang, and libero MJ Bihag. On the side of UP, we have their team captain Loisa Gampan and Jelay Lagando as their outside hitters. Middle blockers Dan Nicolas and Isko Advincula. And for the opposite hitter, we have Wesley Cajolo, setter number 7 Red Velasquez, and their starting libero is John Lee Hontilia. First referee for today is referee Jethro Paredes, and second referee is Lumer Pajarillo. So this is the final game of opening day in what has been a very eventful opening day, March. A lot of storylines, a lot of action that has happened, and we are down to one more game. UP versus San Sebastian. So Gamban opens things up with her service. And a set there. But that was dug by San Sebastian, but that's an infraction.
Double contact by Kagang there on his first set.
So San Sebastian is starting off on the wrong foot. And that draws first blood for the Fighting Maroons. Team captain Gamban is still serving. And I set there by Kagang, but that was dug. UP with an attack to no avail. San Sebastian tries an opportunity. No go. UP has the attack, and UP scores.
Wesley really hammering that spike over there sa court nitong San Sebastian.
So Cajolo scoring that attack point for the Fighting Maroons. So they're up now 2-0. So 2 puntos kagad ito sa side ng UP Maroons. Let's see how San Sebastian responds, and that's a quick attack at the middle by RM Alba.
Beautiful setup there by Kagang.
Hindi na nakaabang doon ang depensa rather ng UP, and San Sebastian scores their first point. So Lelek Kagang, their setter, with a jump serve, and that's dug there. And an easy
Smart
tip.
play there again by Wesley Cajolo. Really finding that that hole in the defense.
Yeah, kanina malakas ang palo si Wesley Cajolo, and at this time just a soft tip, just finding that open zone in front of the San Sebastian side of the net. So it's now 3 serving 1 in favor of UP, and that's Isko Advincula on the service. Kagang with the set. Gamban with the second ball, and an easy over by the Fighting Maroons. This is an opportunity for the Stags to add points. And that is an emphatic spike by Josh Espinida.
Angle. Yes, exactly. Clean hit.
So early on, San Sebastian is showing their power with back-to-back attacks by Alba and Espinida. And now Alba is on the service line, trying to keep their momentum going. Combination play, no go, and that's a block at the net.
Medyo nagsiksikan itong UP, no, on the coverage of that attack, and walang natirang tao sa likod.
Yeah, that was an open spot. Talking about that back area of the UP side of the court. Kaya naman naka-score ulit itong SSC, and we are now tied at 3 despite that 2-0 advantage by UP. And that's off the block and good.
That hit, I think that hit the net. Spike didn't go through.
Yeah, the spike didn't go through, says our first referee, Jethro Paredes. So Lagando foiled that time, unsuccessful with that attack. Here's UP now on the offensive. And this time they score.
And Wesley Capolo.
Wesley Caholo is finding his rhythm early in this game. That's 3 points already for Wesley Caholo, their opposite hitter. So this time it's Caholo on the service line. It's 4-all early in set number 1. 4-all in the 4th match of our opening day. And this time San Sebastian delivers on that point.
Good angle hit there by Espenida, no? Using his blockers to...
Yeah, if the wall is established, Espenida just uses might.
Service error.
Unfortunately, that's a service error on the part of San Sebastian. So nagtapon na lang puntos ang San Sebastian dito early in this first set. Kaya naman tabla ulit tayo at 5 apiece. It's now Lagando on the service line for the part of UP. And that was well received. Kagang with the set.
Ooh.
And that was textbook execution on the part of San Sebastian, Marge.
Beautiful hit there by Villamor, getting his ball through the blockers of UP.
So San Sebastian has a slight advantage because of that attack by Villamor. And now serving San Sebastian, but that goes
Another
through the
service
net.
error.
That's 2 service errors on the part of San Sebastian already. And that one is from Josh Espenida.
San Sebastian needs to stop there with their service errors because baka mamaya maulit from the previous games.
Maaga pa lang dapat ma-solve na nila yung service errors na yan because it could cost them eventually at the end of the game. And another service error. Maybe, again, jitters because they haven't played in a tournament for after a long while. This has been their first time since like, let's say 2 years. And now they're playing, so may mga jitters pa talaga sila, Marge.
Kumbaga parang may familiarization pa na nangyayari between these two teams, no?
Kapaan pa sila. But at that time, Gamban's attack, no go, but that's a block party.
Beautiful block there.
On the part of UP.
By UP. And unfortunately, walang coverage doon sa palo ni Villamor.
That's the first block point of the game. That's courtesy of Isko Advincula, middle blocker for UP. And now on deck to serve is Red Velasquez, the setter.
Ooh,
that sails out.
another service error.
So nagpapaitan tayo ng puntos because of that. And because of that service error, San Sebastian has a slight advantage to our first technical timeout, 8-7. And we will be back with more action here at the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament.
Si Coach Clint Malazo muna ang uupo bilang head coach ng San Sebastian. Bago man ang team nila, focus sila na ma-i-apply sa game kung ano ang ginagawa nila sa ensayo. Aminado naman si Coach Clint na wala pa silang sistema. Pero masaya siya para sa mga players niya na maka-experience ng ganitong liga at mapanood ng kanilang mga pamilya. Sa mga naghahanap naman kay Coach Roger, makikita pa rin natin siya paminsan-minsan. Pero sa ngayon, focus ito sa women's team ng San Sebastian. Lance, Marge.
Thank you for that report. Sara Asido, our courtside reporter for the previous game and this one. And gaya anong sabi ni Coach Clint, no system, Marge. So how do you run your execution without an existing system? How do you go through that, or how do you survive?
I guess really, no, how you'll survive this is yung kung ano yung ginawa nila in training, because usually what you do in training is what you will also do in the games.
So right now on service is Loisa Gamban for UP, the team captain. So tabla po tayo sa 8, and that's a powerful attack.
Check ball.
It's a check ball on the part of San Sebastian. So San Sebastian again with a slight advantage, 9-8, opening set. Nagpapalitan lang po tayo ng puntos so far in this first set. No one really having that big advantage. That's an infraction on the part of UP.
Double contact. You know, that could have been like a really good play on the UP side. Yun nga lang, medyo pangit yung contact dun ni Red Velasquez.
Yeah, Velasquez has the intention of having a combination play, but it wasn't executed well. And that's a service ace. That's a service ace courtesy of Lelek Kagang, the setter of San Sebastian, the first service ace of this game.
Medyo mali yung basa dun netong ni John Lee, no? Akala niya out, but then it hits the spot.
Yeah, it hit the spot for Kagang. That's why they have a 3-point advantage. 11 serving 8. This time a powerful attack. Kaholo cannot be denied.
Nakita ni Wesley na parang medyo nagsistruggle sa blocking itong San Sebastian, and he really used it to his advantage. Na nakita niya na medyo bukas yung hitting area niya.
And dahil doon, that's the 4th point of Kaholo in this game, and Isko Advincula on the service line. Kagang giving chase of the ball. And they were able to score a point of a broken play. That's Espinida with that attack. So is that a confidence booster, March, whenever you like score of a broken play, like break balls like that?
Siyempre, any point naman is a confidence booster, you know? And especially yung mga ganun na break ball na out of system play, tapos makakapuntos ka ng ganun. It's really a big factor.
Yeah, sometimes you want to be lucky, but that time UP being successful with that middle attack courtesy of Dan Nicolas. Masyado nang mabilis yung attacking yun, and hindi na nakapag-react ang San Sebastian at that point. So it's now 10 serving 12. And on the service line is Wesley Kaholo, who has been doing great for UP early on this match. And that's a misreceived ball, but San Sebastian will do the most out of it.
Martin hits the corner of zone 5.
So that's in, says our first referee. And his word is final. So that goes in, and that's a point for Martin and San Sebastian. Kaya naman sila ay lamang ng tatlo. 13 serving 10. The jump serve, almost an ace, but UP was able to capitalize. Miscommunication there, misread there by the libero of UP, Huntilia. That's why Coach Ricafort would like to talk things over because they are down by 4. It's 10 UP, 14 San Sebastian. This is the 4th game of 2022 V-League Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament, and we will be back for more action. UP staring at an early deficit here on the opening set. They're down by 4. San Sebastian at 14, while they're at 10. Let's see if Loisa Gamban and the Fighting Maroons can turn things around and try to win set number 1 and this match. But San Sebastian has served, but that's an error.
I guess this is the 3rd service error coming from San Sebastian.
I just hope that San Sebastian wouldn't do much of those errors so that they can keep their advantage, because they have a good cushion right now. That's a 3-point lead. So it's 11 serving 14. And that's a good serve for the Fighting Maroons, but a good play also. But that was Doug. Gamban with an attack. UP will reset their play. This time Gamban with an emphatic play.
Gamban really forcing that ball onto the San Sebastian blockers.
And we know that when Gamban scores, there's that occasional stare down afterwards, and we got that lead after that point. And more importantly,
may
UP,
extra flair.
May extra flair. May extra swagger.
Ooh,
Unfortunately,
service error.
that's extra power on the part of that service by Lagando. Kaya naman lamang ulit ang San Sebastian ng tatlo. 15 serving 12. That's a good serve by the part of the Stags. Gambana just mid-air. But San Sebastian was able to read that. Another adjustment in mid-air to no avail on the part of the Stags.
Hindi nakapag-approach ng maayos si Villamor doon, no? So as you can see, talagang out of system na siya. And he really...
That's why they're just down by 1 point and they still have serve. Misreceived there by the Stags, but they will still attack this. Lagando with a dig. Velasquez with the set to Gamban. And Gamban with an execution.
Beautiful attack there by Gamban.
Velasquez with a good set and Gamban just had to put it down in that empty zone 6.
If you notice, no, parang starting ng first set, medyo nagsastruggle itong San Sebastian with their first ball na they're not really able to really bring the ball to their setter to be able to set up the good, to be able to set the ball good.
Yeah, despite that error by Nicolas, San Sebastian leads by 1 point coming into the second technical timeout. That's 16 for the Stags and 15 for the Fighting Maroons. We will be back with more action at the 2022 V-League Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament. Going into the second technical timeout, we have San Sebastian leading, but UP is not far behind. So the Stags are at 16. The Fighting Maroons are at 15 in this fourth match in the opening day of the 2022 V-League Challenge Cup. Lance Fernandez at the microphone together with former Ateneo Lady Eagle March Tejada, bringing you this action between UP and San Sebastian. And San Sebastian will reset the ball and will attack to no avail. Gambana just in mid-air with a punch. No go. Kagang back set. That's Espinida.
Gamban trying to call for an illegal back row attack, but then no call from the referees.
Yeah, Gamban is trying to plead his case, but the referee favored San Sebastian. So that attack by Espinida scores.
Ooh, service error.
Kaya lang, ayun nga, nagtapon na naman ang puntos itong San Sebastian. Kaya hindi rin sila makaalagwa masyado. They're having the lead, but not as big, and that's why UP is hanging on in this first set. They're not far behind, 16 serving 17. Velasquez on the service line for the Fighting Maroons. Looper of a serve for Velasquez. Kagang. Kagang once again sends it to the open.
Good hit there by Villamor. Really finding that spot. No? Nakita mo na parang last minute talagang inaangulo niya yung katawan niya just to hit the right spot here sa floor defense ng UP.
Yeah, he seems to have that ability to adjust on mid-air talking to Villamor. Kaya nga nakapuntos pa rin siya doon. And UP trying to make the most of this attack. No go, Kagang once again, and it's an easy over opportunity for the Fighting Maroons, but miscommunication there on the part of UP. Can San Sebastian capitalize? And they do with that middle attack.
So for San Sebastian, really getting the confidence, no, in this set.
Yeah, medyo lumaki na itong kalamangan nila. Speaking of confidence, they are being confident late in set number 1. That's a 3-point advantage already on the part of the Stags. Another over receive. That's a free point for Alba.
you have to give it to Alba, no, for his aggressiveness there in the net.
Yeah, when you have an opportunity like that, you won't waste it, and that's why San Sebastian is leading by 4, and UP presses for time. It's the Stags 20 and the Fighting Maroons 16. This is the opening set of the last match of day 1 of the 2022 V-League Challenge Cup. We'll be back with more action. So when we went on our second technical timeout a while ago, the score was 16 for San Sebastian and 15 for UP. So that's a 4-1 run on the favor of the Stags. And that's why they have a 4-point advantage late in set number 1. They would like to close this set. The Stags, that is, and they have serve. Unfortunately, that sails out.
Another service error coming from a timeout, no?
Yeah, just imagine, Marge, if they don't have those service errors, they might have finished the set already, or they might have won or reached 25 already. But Gamban with that serve, but that's an over-reception. UP, can they capitalize? But San Sebastian was able to read that attack. Another opportunity for the Fighting Maroons to score. And that's Cajolo once more.
Cajolo using his hang time to, you know, to his advantage na nakita, talagang ginamit yung hang time niya, tapos kung kailan niya nakita pababa na yung blocker, sa kanya pinalo yung bola.
Yeah, pinatalon muna, kaya naman dalawang pa rin ang San Sebastian, pero dalawa na lang, 20-18 as the Stags talk things over. So Clint Malazzo is standing on behalf of the legendary coach Roger Gurayev for San Sebastian. So we have mentioned a while ago from the report of Sarah, no system. So what do you tell your players na wala kayong sistema? So what do you tell them at this moment?
I guess to really just parang rely on yung nga sinasabi ko sa iyo kanina, yun kung ano yung ginagawa nila sa training to apply it in the game. Kasi skill-wise, you know, these kids are really skillful naman, and it's really a matter of really putting out your A game here.
Yeah, speaking of skill, they're still up by 2 here. Kagang with the set at the middle to Alba, but that's to no avail. And another attack by Cajolo. This time, it's the soft touch that works.
Kitang-kita na medyo malaki yung butas ng San Sebastian doon, at nakita nga nito ni Wesley Cajolo.
So Cajolo was able to take advantage of the alignment of San Sebastian there. They were expecting a strong hit kasi ganun yung mga palo ni Cajolo earlier in the set. But he adjusts and they scored. And speaking of adjustment, Kagang with a 1-2 play of that sequence for San Sebastian. So it's now 21 serving, 19. San Sebastian needing just 4 points to get set number 1. But will UP respond?
Ooh, powerful hit!
So Cajolo is just switching his hits at this moment. So minsan lalakasan, and minsan he will just put it over the blockers.
Yeah,
so let's see if that will be a problem for San Sebastian eventually.
And actually, you know, that's a good thing na minimix up niya yung how he attacks. Kasi usually, pag palo ka lang ng palo, alam na ng kalaban kung anong gagawin mo. But then if you mix it up ng hulog, ng off-speed, and then, you know, powerful attacks, it's really hard for an opponent to read how your attack or what your attack will be.
Yeah, and coming into the game for UP,
Ooh,
as we see that emphatic block by Cagando, coming in for UP, that time serving is Clint Eusebio. So we're now tied at 21 because of that emphatic block by Jelay Legando. And Clint Eusebio is still serving for the Fighting Maroons. That's a good serve, but Kagang has a good set. Good intention there, but UP was able to read that play.
Again, Wesley Caholo
Wesley Caholo is a man possessed.
racking up points for the UP Fighting Maroons here.
Indeed, and he is the major reason why UP was able to overhaul that deficit. They are now leading 22-21 in this fourth match of opening day of the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament Elimination Round. A while ago, we thought that San Sebastian will be able to pull the stops to be able to win this set, draw first blood against UP. But in the blink of an eye, the Fighting Maroons were able to turn things over. That's why they see themselves with a 1-point advantage late in set number 1. And Eusebio is still serving for the Fighting Maroons. Kagang with a set to the middle. And that triple black is to no avail. That's a point for the Stags.
I guess really, no, big factor talaga na yung sinabi ni Coach Ken kanina na wala pa silang masyadong system. And it's really manifesting here sa court ng Stags.
Yeah, despite the fact that they don't have any system, they are doing well against UP. But one person that's doing well is Wesley Caholo. It's like something San Sebastian cannot do anything with this attack.
Medyo nalito, no? Walang blocker na tumalon for Wesley Caholo. Kung meron man, medyo late na at napalo na ni Wesley.
Yeah, as we see this service from UP by Caholo. Kagang again, bump set. Attack from the open spot. Gamban with a dig. Velasquez. This time Cagando with a stare down and an emphatic point.
Beautiful attack there by Lagando.
So
Really nailing that ball.
San Sebastian thought that UP will go to Caholo again. Pero nasanay na sila. That's why Velasquez went to the other side. And Lagando was able to deliver. And that set point for UP. Caholo serving. And San Sebastian trying to extend this match. Caholo once again.
Oh, that goes out, no?
Unfortunately, malakas yung kanyang palo this time.
And medyo nasa ilalim ng bola yung pagka-hit niya. Kaya talagang mag-out.
Yeah, indeed. If you're San Sebastian, how do you adjust your defense kapag ganyan nagdo-dominate na yung player like Caholo?
I guess talagang really work on their blocking, their first line of defense. Kasi so far talaga yung blocking nila when it comes to Wesley. So far talagang medyo ang daming gaps.
Speaking of blocking, the San Sebastian Stags were not able to block Lagando at that point. That's why UP was able to get set number 1. 25 for UP, 23 for San Sebastian, and we will be back for more action in set number 2 of this match between the Stags and the Fighting Maroons. Don't go anywhere, stay with us. Though San Sebastian had a late lead in set number 1, UP was able to snatch that victory in the opening frame. As we see our set 1 statistics, Marge, how do we break this down?
If you see the, parang hindi ganun kalaki yung deficit between their attacks na parang 3 points lang din. But then again, yung errors, well, tayo lang naman sila sa errors, but then, it's costly din talaga. And lately into the set, talagang ang gaganda ng attacks nitong UP.
Yeah, especially Cajolo waxing hot, and especially also Lagando joining the fray for the Fighting Maroons late in that set number 1. That's why they were able to take that victory away and have that 16-13 advantage in attacks. As we welcome you to set number 2 in this fourth match of the opening day of the 2022 V-League Challenge Men's Volleyball Tournament between the San Sebastian Recoleta Stags and the UP Fighting Maroons. Lance Fernandez here with our analyst for this day, former Ateneo Lady Eagle Marge Tejada. And San Sebastian would like to respond with a win in this set number 2. They were right there, Marge. They had the opportunity to win. It's just that they couldn't close set number 1. So what went wrong for San Sebastian late in that opening frame?
I guess it's more of really talaga nagkakagulo kasi sila sa defense pattern nila dito sa likod, and they're not really able to really pass the serves coming from UP to pass really well to set up, and then again yan yung mga service errors that's really costing them points.
Yeah, San Sebastian starting off on the wrong foot early in the set number 2. Bigay puntos kagad sila sa UP. That's 1-0 in favor of the Fighting Maroons. And first and second referees are talking things over as Gamban approaches referee Lumer Pajarillo. So they're talking things over as Gamban relays the message from the first and second referees. So action continues with Gamban on the service line for the Fighting Maroons. But that ball sails wide to the left. So a service error for San Sebastian, and UP responds with a service error. It's not the response that you wanted, but that's what we got. So that's why we are 1 apiece early in set number 2. So this is RM Alba on the service line for San Sebastian. Velasquez jump set. Cagando will set this up to Cajolo.
Then again, going back sa blocking nitong San Sebastian, talagang naiiwan yung middle blockers nila, and all that's left is Wesley to just, attack it to that angle na butas.
Yeah, and also have to give credit to Velasquez there for creating confusion at the net. That's why San Sebastian couldn't do anything with that attack by Cajolo. But this time, UP, can they send the ball over? And they do. San Sebastian turned to score. But that was well read by the Fighting Maroons. Lagando.
Net touch.
That's a net touch infraction. So that point is credited to Jelay Lagando of UP. And they have an early lead, 3-1 in set number 2 as Advincula goes to the service line. But UP couldn't do much there, and San Sebastian was finally successful with their attack courtesy of their captain Michael Mendoza. So it's UP's turn now, Marge, in that sequence to commit an error and mistake.
Oh, service error
But
again.
speaking of mistakes, again another service error for the Stags. They cannot afford to give 3 points because either UP capitalizes and goes into a momentum at napag-iiwanan sila.
parang yung mga attack errors medyo understandable pa eh. Pero yung service error, parang you're in control tapos may error pa. Medyo really unacceptable yun.
Yeah, that's a near ace for Cajolo, but this time it's an attack from the middle. That's Lagando. So Lagando not just hitting or finding the court of San Sebastian from the open spot. He's also doing wonders from the middle area. It's now Cajolo's turn to send the ball over to San Sebastian. Good reception there. But Gamban was there for the dig.
Overset.
An overset and play continues. San Sebastian with an attack. And UP responds with a running attack. And that running attack is successful by Dan Nicolas.
If you look at it, no, medyo off timing si Dan Nicolas doon. But then, he was able to adjust and really just send that ball over and hit the, kumbaga yung butas nitong floor defense ng San Sebastian.
So minsan ba, Marge, nakakatulong yun yung pag wala sa tempo yung atake? Nakakascore ka sa ganun?
I guess it's definitely a lucky shot, especially if you're off timing.
Oo, kasi hindi rin alam ng kabilang koponan yung timing mo. Hindi rin nila makuha yung tempo mo. But again, a point is a point in volleyball. And UP has more points compared to San Sebastian. And that's a good attack again on the part of UP. That's Nicolas this time.
As I was saying nga kanina, itong San Sebastian, medyo nagsistruggle with their first ball. But then, if you compare UP with them, UP has been really doing well in their service reception and they're able to set up the ball.
Yes.
Good place.
So far, Gamban and Huntilia doing a good job in receiving the services of the Stags. Lagando now with the serve.
Ooh, service error.
Malakas yung kanyang service. Talking about Jelay Lagando. Sayang, they already had a 7-3 advantage, but well, they gave 1 point away. And that's why San Sebastian still has a chance to go to the first technical timeout with a lead, but this is a 3-point deficit.
Ball still alive.
Yeah, action continues and UP will have an opportunity. Velasquez sends it to Gamban, and Gamban goes off the block for that point.
Kita mo yung hit ni Gamban doon, medyo nilihis niya towards his left, using his blockers.
Yeah, Gamban just taking advantage of that block, and that's why UP is going to our first technical timeout with a 4-point advantage, 8-4. This is the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament. Stay tuned for more action.
All out, yan ang mindset ng UP team captain na si Luis Gamban. Season 82 man, huli silang sumalang sa indoor, hindi yun magiging dahilan para pigilan ang pag-angat nila. Alam nyo ba na excited itong si Luis na makaharap ang Baste? Kasi naman, karamihan dito ay close friends niya. After kaya niyang pakitaan ng kanyang signature move ang Baste, friends pa rin kaya sila? Ano sa tingin nyo, Lance and Marge?
Yeah, thank you for that report, Sarah. Well, volleyball community, Marge, it's a tight-knit community. So they might be competitors inside the court, but outside of it, we are all good friends here. So minsan nagkakaangasan sa net niyan, stare downs and all. But at the end of the day, we all share the same passion for the sport. And that's why Gamban has a lot of close friends in San Sebastian. And vice versa, I guess. I mean, the Stags have a lot of close friends at the part of the Fighting Maroons. But they are not friends at this moment because they are competitors, and UP is winning the competition 8-4. And UP has an opportunity to add to that lead, but Gamban's attack is to no avail. Lagando this time from the back row. An attack from San Sebastian was well dug by Cajolo, and Gamban with an easy over. San Sebastian has an opportunity to score, and they attack from the open.
Good setup there by Arano. Medyo na-confuse niya yung blockers nitong UP at naiwan na bukas yung isang side.
Yeah, well-placed set there. Good timing para dun sa set na yon ni Long Aranyo. Kaya naman medyo lumalapit itong San Sebastian and they try to get closer. Pero nabasa yung atake na yon, yung free ball na yon. Aranyo once again, quick attack at the middle. Unfortunately, that's an infraction on the part of UP. That's why they were able to cut UP's lead in half. Talking about San Sebastian. It's now 8-6. And it's 6 serving 8 courtesy of Villamor. Villamor with a good serve straight to Lagando. Velasquez with the set to Gamban. Adjusting in midair. And again, working with the blockers. Yes. Tong si Gamban.
Talagang kita mo yung angle ng palo niya, yung kamay niya. No? Talagang in-aim niya na tumama sa blocker. Pero he makes sure na it goes out.
Yun na yung tipong wala nang kawala yung point. Either pumasok sa court ng San Sebastian or lumabas in favor pa rin of UP. So that's why 9 ang UP and 6 ang San Sebastian. Kaya lang masyadong wide. Too wide on that part itong si Kaholo.
Hindi siya naka-approach ng maayos doon and he was technically under the ball.
Yeah, because he is under the ball while San Sebastian is still under. 2 points na lang yan. Kanina it's high as 4 ang kanilang deficit. And Aranyo is still on the service line for San Sebastian. And well received there, but that's a free ball regalo.
I think that's the second or the third na over-receive nitong UP.
So parang nagkakapalitan na naman ng fortunes marge. Kanina, San Sebastian is the one that is having problems with the reception and now it's UP's turn. Kaya isa na lang yung lamang nila. Unfortunately,
service error.
A service error just when things seem to be looking good on the part of the Stags. Namigay na naman sila ng puntos courtesy of that service error. Kaya nasa UP ang serve ngayon and team captain Loisa Gamban has the serve.
Another
service error. Parang ganun din yung service error kanina ng UP na it's wide to the left.
And it's actually also Loisa who committed the same error.
He is targeting that sideline but he's not having any success so far. Kaya naman San Sebastian is just down by 1 point against UP and they have serve. And that's a good reception there. And an even better attack by Lagando.
Lagando really powering it through between the two blockers of San Sebastian.
Yeah, pang tinakasan na lang ni Lagando yung talo niya doon. Tapos just finding that open zone for that cross-court hit. Meanwhile, some substitution on the floor. So Nicolas goes in favor of UP's libero. That's Doms Cordero checking out. But UP still has service with Kaholo. Aranyo. That's a nice attack, but it sails out, says the first referee.
Medyo itong fake approach nito ni Mendoza hindi niya na-control at tumawid na siya sa court nitong UP.
Yeah, San Sebastian is pleading their case for a net touch violation, but our first referee, Jethro Paredes, says no. Point goes to the Fighting Maroons. And substitution on the part of San Sebastian. Pumasok na ngayon si Choi Binondo, middle blocker ng Stags. So it's now 12 serving 9. And it's still Kaholo on the service line. Talking about Avincula rather. An easy over, another opportunity for UP to add a point in set number 2. And San Sebastian responds with an attack. But that was well read. Gamban sets up Kaholo.
Kaholo really just finding the spot kung saan walang tao. Itong sa floor defense nitong San Sebastian.
Yeah. Kaholo is playing chess while the rest of the Stags are playing checkers at this moment. Dahil hinahanap lang talaga niya yung open spot, whether it's a strong hit or yung parang dink lang na ganon, he's still scoring and that's why UP is up 13-9 here in set number 2. And this is the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament Stay tuned for more action here from the Paco Arena. UP finding success at the mid part of set number 2, courtesy to the likes of Wesley Cajolo and also Jelay Lagando, and also their team captain Loisa Gamban. It's a collective effort so far for the Fighting Maroons. That's why they are leading by 4. It's now 13-7, serving 9. And it's Advincula on the service line for the Fighting Maroons. And another problem with the reception for San Sebastian. This time for UP, no problems there except for that execution by Cajolo.
Medyo nanggigil siya doon at he hit the ball towards the net.
Could it be also parang nag-aalangan siya whether it's a soft touch or like a strong hit at mid-air?
That's possible.
Okay, going back to the action. San Sebastian,
Good dig there by Gamban.
no avail in their attack. But that time point goes to
Called an illegal attack on the UP Fighting Maroon side.
Point goes to San Sebastian. It seemed to be an overreach for the Fighting Maroons. It kind of looked like an overreach, so that's why it's an illegal attack. Kaya naman, lamang pa rin ang UP, although nabawasan na yan ng San Sebastian. UP having problems, and that's another point for San Sebastian. Don't look now, the Stags are just down by 1. That's a 3-0 run in favor of San Sebastian. And San Sebastian is still on service, but that's a service error, unfortunately, for Sedi Lim.
Referee calling it inside, hitting the line.
Okay, so that's a point for San Sebastian. So first referee calls it ball in. And action continues with San Sebastian still serving, Lim on the service line. And Cajolo
That does not go through, it
couldn't
hits the
put the
net.
ball over. And that's a 5-0 run on the part of the Stags. Kanina 13-9 po yung ating score. But 5 quick points on the part of San Sebastian puts them in front by 1. So UP having some problems at this stage of set number 2. And that's a misreception on the part of Gamban. But Lagando does good on that ball from Velasquez.
Nakita mo yung approach niya, talagang ang ganda. Yung timing din niya sa bola.
Yeah, he was able to hit it at the right spot and at the right height, talking about Lagando. Kaya naman gumana yung kanyang atake.
Itong
So,
Slagando, medyo mataas din yung reach niya, no? Kasi if you notice, yung mga tama ng bola niya sa blockers, mataas.
Yeah, that time it's an emphatic block. Lagando and Nicolas getting the credit there. So again, seesaw battle we have here in set number 2. Kanina, lamang ng isa ang San Sebastian, but 2 quick points from the Fighting Maroons puts them back at the driver's seat, 15 serving 14.
Again, itong San Sebastian really having trouble with the first ball.
And Lagando this time, yung atake niya was well read. San Sebastian attacks, but that's a dig by Cajolo. Lagando this time! And Lagando delivers a cross-court hit. Lagando is finding success on that cross-court hit. And with that success, UP has a 2-point lead going into the second technical timeout. It's 16 for the Fighting Maroons and 14 for the Stags. This is the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament, the 4th match of opening day. And we will be back with more action here from the Paco Arena. despite the problems besetting the UP Fighting Maroons at the middle part of this set, they were able to bounce back. That's why sila ang lamang ngayon, 16-14. Talking about the Fighting Maroons having a 2-point advantage. You're still here with us at the V-League Challenge Cup 2022. Lance Fernandez at the mic together with March Tejada, our analyst. That's why, and at that time rather, San Sebastian responds with that attack.
Strong attack coming from Espenida. And Wesley Cajolo not able to put that ball up.
Substitutions on the part of San Sebastian. Kagang comes in. And another player from San Sebastian also comes in. Itong si Jill Duguen. So that's a middle blocker and a setter coming in on the part of the Stags. Let's see if those adjustments can put them over the Fighting Maroons in set number 2. Velasquez with a back set, but denied at the net. Lagando was denied at the net.
Like I said, no, kanina, the Stags need to work on their blocking, especially when it comes to Wesley Cajolo and itong si Lagando. Yeah.
But again, another service error on the part of San Sebastian. It's like a broken record, but that's what's happening. And they have to do something to be able to address that concern. So San Sebastian is down 1. And it's 17 serving 16 with Jalay Lagando.
Ooh, another service error.
At tabla na naman po tayo dahil sa service error na yon.
You know, that has been a pattern in this game, no? Every time one team commits a service error, the next team, the other team also commits the same error.
Yeah, that's why it would be interesting to see our stats for set number 2, March. Yung errors part, makikita natin kung gaano karami yan. And this time it's Gamban with the attack. And off the block and scoring is Gamban.
Nakatuwa itong panoorin si Gambano. Every time he approaches, he hits that ball. Sobrang, you know, na nandun talaga yung intention to kill.
Yeah, and parang ang style niya is to find the hands or the arms of the blockers first. And then use it to his advantage. And speaking of advantage, UP has a 1-point advantage. Slight advantage that is. And an over-receive. UP will set this up.
Again, Gamban using his blockers to his advantage. Ano, kanina pa natin nakikita yung mga ganong hits ni Gamban, no? Talagang, he doesn't hit it in the middle, but hits it, you know, on his left side. Para instant na ma-check out yung bola.
Yeah, and he hits it at an angle wherein the only possible result is a point of the block for his team, talking about UP. But this time, can San Sebastian respond? But that was well dug by UP and an over by Gamban to no avail.
That's one of the, yung mga frustrating na errors na kinocommit na, yung mga easy ball na gano'n tapos hindi tumatawid.
Yeah, such a fundamental play and execution, and yet Gamban wasn't able to execute that time. That's why San Sebastian is just down 1 point. 18 serving 19. And on deck to serve is Cal Villamor. But that's
another
outside.
Service error. So far, dami na talagang service errors nitong Stags.
Nagtatapon ng puntos ang San Sebastian at nabibigyan nila ng mga puntos itong Fighting Maroons. And Velasquez is on deck to serve, hoping to put more points on the board for the Fighting Maroons. Kagang with a set, quick attack in the middle. And this time is successful for San Sebastian.
Yun nga na yung sinasabi ko, no? Every time na nakakamagandang reception itong Stags, i-utilize itong setters nila, ang middles nila, which has been effective in this match.
So substitutions again, Kagang goes out and Espenida goes in. And Araño also will be coming in. But second referee Lumer Pajarillo denied that second substitution between Araño and Duguen. So Duguen is on the service line. 19 serving 20. Velasquez sets it up. Back set to Gamban is good.
Again, no, kahit dalawa yung tumalon, medyo malaking gap between the blockers and Itong si Gamban din also looking for the perfect spot to hit the ball.
Yan, tsaka parang nag-iingat na rin ng San Sebastian because they have been committing a lot of net touch infractions kanina. So that would be a factor in their blocking. That's why there are gaps in front of the net of the Stags, and an over reception, another opportunity for UP to score. Lagando. However, the ball hits the antenna. So point goes to the Stags.
Lucky for Lagando there, no? When the ball hit his blockers, it also hit the antenna.
So there's a timeout on the floor. We have UP at 22 and San Sebastian at 19. You're still here with us in the fourth game of opening day of the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament. Again, we have 12 teams competing in this Men's Volleyball Tournament. So hindi kayo magsasawa sa Men's Volleyball action. So hanggang November tayo dito magsasama-sama. So you can check out our games on the official website of vleague. That's vleague.ph. And you can also check it out on the Facebook page of vleague. So dyan nyo po makikita yung mga larong yan. Of course, you're always welcome to go here sa Paco Arena to watch these games live. Going back to our action, so Louis Gamban is serving for the Fighting Maroons. They need just 3 points to get a 2-0 sets advantage. But can San Sebastian respond? And that attack doesn't, that's through the block rather. A successful attack for San Sebastian, and that's how they can go back in this set, string a lot of those points together. RM Alba ang magsaserve ngayon para sa Stags, ang kanilang middle blocker. And that's a good reception and an even better attack. And that's already a point for UP because of that net touch error.
Yes. Then again, Lagando finding the gap between the two blockers of San Sebastian.
Yeah, even though it wasn't, kung kahit man hindi net touch yun, it's still a point for UP. So, double substitution on the part of the Fighting Maroons. Nicolas checks in. And also itong si Eusebio for UP. So that's Clint Eusebio for UP with the service. Aranyo, and a quick attack there for Espinida.
Espinida has really been, you know, he really has a high percentage right now whenever na binibigyan siya ng bola.
And he's one of the guys that is keeping San Sebastian in this set against UP. Just imagine if he's not scoring, mas malaki pa tong advantage na to. Miscommunication there on the part of UP. Can San Sebastian respond? But that was blocked. And San Sebastian again with an attack, and that's another block. San Sebastian, can they capitalize? No, they send the ball over. UP has an opportunity to score off the triple block. Goes Lagando, and the ball still alive. And this time, Nicolas scores. That's a quick attack off the middle from Nicolas of that over reception by San Sebastian. And UP is now at set point.
You have to give it din to sa sa attackers ng UP. They're relentless. Walang pagod. Yun nga.
Yun lang, pagod na si Kaholo sa service na yun. Talking about pagod, medyo napapagod si Kaholo dun sa kanyang service. That's why service error. And San Sebastian was able to save one set point. So they're down to 24-22. And that's a good serve and an even better attack, but San Sebastian was able to save the ball and an over reception. Velasquez to Lagando. Malakas yung palo.
Medyo bitin yung set doon ni Velasquez, no? And Lagando tried to hit it sa angle na gusto niya, kaso lang yung execution lang talaga for him didn't work out.
Ayun lang, dahil hindi maganda yung pagkakapalo na yung Lagando, Coach Rodrigo Fort would like to talk things over. Kasi isa na lang yung lamang nila against UP. And they don't want a juice or like an extended set That's why they would like to talk things over muna and try to end this set with their next possession, their next play. They still have a 1-point advantage, talking about UP. And San Sebastian is putting up a mini run late in set number 2. That's why they were able to close the gap, 24-23. So San Sebastian, still a glimmer of hope to win this set. They still have an opportunity to take the set, just like how UP took set number 1. They snatch it at the end. At ngayon, ang nagsaserve sa San Sebastian ay si Espenida. And that's a strong serve, but an even better reception, but an easy over opportunity for San Sebastian. 1-2 play is good!
An unexpected attack there from the setter.
UP caught napping with that 1-2 play by Long Aranyo. And we have an extended set.
In-expect ng UP na nag-1-2 attack pala itong si Aranyo.
Yeah, that's why there's a big donut hole at the middle of the UP defense at that time.
Service error!
Kaya lang sayang yung momentum na yon. After that Aranyo 1-2 play, service error naman on the part of San Sebastian. So that's why UP again is at set point, 25 serving 24, Lagando. Sails the ball over.
And another service error.
Another service error on the part of UP. So tabla ulit tayo sa 25.
Ito yung mga part ng set na talagang unaffordable na mag-commit ng service errors.
Or any error for that matter. This time, maganda yung serve na yon on the part of San Sebastian, but an even better attack for UP.
Gamban.
And Gamban gives
Really
scores.
trying to find that angle. Talagang inangulo niya yung katawan niya to hit the ball sa zone 1.
Yeah, he has that ability to adjust in mid-air to find that open spot. Meanwhile, substitutions on the part of UP. Advincula checks in favor of Eusebio. And another player for UP comes in, si Cayeng Santiago, setter. But Lumer Pajarillo would like to have a better exchange or a better relay of the substitutions. That's why he is having a discussion with Coach Gerald Ricafort.
Medyo confusing ata for the for the referees without the substitution placards.
Yeah, kasi bigla na lang lumabas yung mga players eh. So naguluhan na si Coach Lumer, and that's why UP had to press for time because of that misinformation between the second referee and the UP. But still, UP has a 1-point advantage, 26-25. They can close out the set with the next point. Pero syempre ayaw mangyari ng San Sebastian yan. San Sebastian is doing their best to fight. Kahit nga sabi ni Sara Asido kanina, they don't have any system yet in place with interim head coach, so to speak, Clint Malizo. Kasi Roger Gorayev, the legendary coach, is focusing on the women's volleyball. Pero they are fighting. They are keeping themselves in this game. And they're just down by 1, but UP can save this set with the next point. And serving for the Fighting Maroons is Cayeng Santiago, the setter. And that's a good serve. But Aranyo with a good set. And the ball goes over, but it sails out.
Gamban using a beach volleyball move there.
So Eusebio comes out and Advincula goes in for UP. Pero tabla po tayo mga kaibigan, 26 all. Another extended set in our midst. Oh, missed reception there. And that's easy over for UP. Can San Sebastian capitalize? 1-2 play, pero nabasa ni Gamban yun. Gamban this time with an attack.
Net touch called on the Stags.
Quick reflexes on the part of Gamban at that point. Etong si Aranyo would like to try another 1-2 play. Pero nabasa nitong si Gamban. That's why UP was able to score at that time, courtesy of that attack by Gamban, or a net touch infraction rather on the part of San Sebastian. And now UP is again at set point. Velasquez at the service line. Aranyo, middle attack, and that goes in. Alba with a successful attack from the middle.
So
Marge, yun yung hindi masyadong nagagawa ng San Sebastian ngayong larong ito.
yeah, yun nga, that's the thing nga, kasi hindi nila masyadong naayos yung first balls nila. Even yung mga coming from spikes, hindi nila masyadong maitaas ng maayos.
Speaking of first ball, ayan, first ball service. It's an error once again for San Sebastian. Kaya it's another set point for UP. This time is team captain Loisa Gamban on the service line, trying to find that empty zone sa side ng San Sebastian, and that's a looper of a serve, and that's a joust at the net and won by San Sebastian.
At Vincula, just looking at that ball fall.
Hindi na sila,
Katinginan sila ni Lagando. Akala niya kukunin ni Lagando.
hindi na sila nagkaamoy nila Gando doon at that time, talking about that Vincula. So tabla na naman po tayo mga kaibigan. It's now 28 San Sebastian, 28 UP, and RM Alba is on deck to serve for the Stags.
You have to give it then to the Stags. No? Like
Yeah.
even though na young team sila, talagang kita mo sa kanila na gusto nila manalo.
Yeah, a young team without their regular head coach, and yet they are now up by one and they have set point because of that series of misperceptions on the part of the Fighting Maroons. At ito, kumakalampag na sa pintuan itong San Sebastian, and it's still Alba rather sa service line, barking some instructions sa kanyang mga kakampi. And he's here to serve. A good reception there for UP and a good pass.
Wesley Cajolo.
And Cajolo wouldn't be denied.
Itong si Wesley talagang ginagamit niya yung hang time niya. Inaantay niya talaga na bumaba yung blockers niya bago niya paluin.
Doon mo makikita yung difference ni Gamban tsaka ni Cajolo. Gamban uses his blockers. Cajolo flies above the blockers. And speaking of going above, Cajolo would like to send this ball above the net and to the San Sebastian side of the court. Araño, middle attack is blocked, but it goes out in favor of the Stags. Block touch on the part of San Sebastian. So they are at the driver's seat once again, 30-29. And here's another service from the Stags. Velasquez sets up Cajolo.
Again, Cajolo really just finding the gap between the two blockers of San Sebastian.
And just when UP needs a point, they know where to go to. Cajolo, pumuporsyento si Velasquez to Cajolo. And this has been an extended set. Kanina pa tayong summer dito. 30 all na po ito mga kaibigan.
Inabot na tayo ng Pasko.
Aabot pa kaya tayo ng Pasko? That's the biggest question. At ayaw nang paabutin ng Pasko ni Villamor itong set na ito. Kaya naman lamang ulit sila 31-30 in this intense second set between UP and San Sebastian. Walang kumukurap between these two teams. And they want this set because it's critical for both sides. UP can go up 2-0. San Sebastian can knock things up.
Ooh, service error again.
Kaya lang napagod na sa service.
Sobrang daming errors na coming from services itong San Sebastian.
Kaya most likely yung stats natin mamaya, Marge, I wouldn't be surprised kung double digits ang stats for both teams. Because it has been that many, but UP ties the game at 31. Yes, that's not a misprint, that's 31, mga kaibigan.
Espenida powering
Espenida
that.
with a power hit. So it's the opposite hitters, Marge, that are carrying their teams.
Yeah.
Talking about Cajolo and Espenida.
Sila so far nag-rack up ng points for both of their teams.
Yeah, and going in for San Sebastian is team captain Mikel Mendoza. He's on the service line for the Stags. Good
pass.
reception.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a 1-2 play for Velasquez to no avail. Basang-basa yun.
Ooh, good dig.
And a good dig, and
And it goes out.
ball goes out. And after a very arduous second set, San Sebastian takes set number 2, 33-31 against UP. We will be back with more action. We will catch our breath after that long set. Don't go anywhere. So it's the same story, different chapter, March. This time, San Sebastian, after that back and forth battle, winning by 2 points against UP 30-31. So let's break down these numbers, Marge.
You were correct when you were saying na you're not surprised na double digits itong errors ng both teams, especially for San Sebastian committing so much errors on the service line. And then itong attacks ng UP really medyo malaki yung gap between, no?
Yeah, so essentially the errors and the attacks canceled out. Pero ayun nga, if any of these teams would win this game, the final game for opening day, they would have to reduce those errors. It would be difficult for them to win kung nag-error sila ng ganyan karami. So we are at set number 3, and each of these teams, talking about UP and San Sebastian, has 1 set apiece. So we are bringing you this action live from the Paco Arena. Lance Fernandez here at the microphone with our analyst, Marge Tejada, former Ateneo Lady Eagle. And we had to catch our breath after that very extensive second set wherein it reached 33-31. O, pag nabasa nyo po sa inyong mga monitor yon or cellphone yung score, hindi po misprint yun. It's really 33-31. That's how long the second set has been. And has eventually ended with San Sebastian at the driver's seat, but UP with the serve to start set number 3. Velasquez sends it to Lagando, but that's straight to the net.
Medyo late si Lagando sa approach niya doon, no? And he still tried to hit that ball.
Seems like San Sebastian is being able to check Lagando at this moment. I mean, Cajolo has gone quiet, and Lagando, nati-check nila. Kaya lang service error again. Kanina 16, so nagsisimula na yung San Sebastian. Let's see if they will match that or kung mababawasan ba nila yung kanilang errors, which is very critical for them to get this victory over the Fighting Maroons. And on deck to serve for the Fighting Maroons is Isko Advincula, middle blocker. Araño sends it to the open.
Good spot
Espenida
there.
San Sebastian showing some composure and some confidence early in set number 3. They are up by 1. It's a 2 serving 1, and it's RM Alba.
Another service error.
Another service error. Dalawang error na yan for San Sebastian early in the set. Both of UP's points coming off errors. And this time, UP will try to score. And Cajolo on the service line. Missed receive there by the Stags. They will do the best out of that ball, and UP will try to set up this attack.
That goes out.
Unfortunately, the ball sails out para dito kay Cajolo. Hindi pa nahanap ulit ni Cajolo yung kanyang rhythm dito sa set number 3. Another service error.
Third service error coming from the Stags.
Alam mo, Marge, kung pwede lang i-record na lang yung boses mo ng another service error and then you just play it o playback. Ganun na lang yung gawin natin because, well, it has been that repetitive na ideally, when you go from set to set, dapat naayos mo na yung errors na yun eh.
Exactly,
But still, San Sebastian, hindi nila nagagawa. Pero UP,
Lagando finding that line.
yeah, kanina pa nila hinahanap yung area na yan on their service. And finally, Lagando finds that sideline this time. And lamang na sila, 2 quick points for UP. It's now 4 serving 3 with Lagando on the service line. Ayun naman, without a doubt, malakas.
Nakita mo, tina-target ng UP talaga itong position ni Espenido. Kasi Espenido is a opposite attacker. So, hindi mo talaga i-expect na, another service error!
Yeah, one of the quotable quotes from Marge Tejada today. It has been that repetitive, but that's what's happening. We have to call the game as it happens. So, another service error. Marge Tejada 2022. So, with that, UP is up 5-4. So, they are on the service deck, and it's Dan Nicolas to serve for UP, and that's a good reception on the part of the Stags. Can they execute on their attack? And they do.
Good attack there by Villamor.
This time it's Villamor with that kill against UP. So tabla ulit tayo sa 5. 5-all. This is set number 3 of this match. Serving for the Stags, Choi Binondo, number 13. And again, Marge,
Another service error.
another service error. Namumulot ng puntos ang UP with service errors. And that's why they are at the driver's seat, despite the fact that they don't have that much attack points.
Five out of 6 points ng UP, all just from the service errors of the Stags.
Indeed, so that's a big part already of the point total of UP. And again, another error on the part of San Sebastian. So it's San Sebastian shooting themselves at the foot early in set number 3. Sila yung nagkakamali, and because of those errors, that's why UP has a 2-point advantage early in set number 1. And that's a misreceived ball, and this is a good opportunity for UP to get an advantage.
Cajolo finally getting a point here.
Yeah, Cajolo off the block touch sends us to our first technical timeout with UP leading by 3, 8-5. This is the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament. Stay tuned for more intense action.
Mahaba man ang naging second set, nakuha naman ng San Sebastian ang kanilang unang panalo. As we can see, mas nag-e-enjoy na ang mga players ni Coach Clint. Mas composed compared to the first set. And they're playing with no pressure. They're just enjoying the competition. Walang hinahabol pero tinatrabaho ang bawat puntos. Lance, Marge?
Thank you, Sarah Asido, for that courtside report. And nabanggit mo na kanina yan, Marge, with the game in Ateneo against San Beda. No pressure. So, gaano kadelikado kalabanin ang koponan that doesn't feel any pressure at all?
You know, what's dangerous about that? Kasi, you know, itong mga batang to, hindi sila takot na, kumbaga, mag-commit ng errors. Kumbaga, all out talaga sila when it comes to their attacks.
And that's why with being all out on their attacks, UP is all out, and that is all out. That service error is all out.
All out and goes out.
Goal out and goes out, says Marge Tejada. Kaya naman bahagyang natapyasan yung kalamangan ng UP. So it's now 6 serving 8. Medyo nagpapalitan tayo ng mga errors dito in this set. Kanina rin, that has been the story. Unfortunately, miscommunication there on the part of the Fighting Maroons with Velasquez and Advincula. Anong nangyari doon, Marge, on that play?
I think Velasquez was trying to do a one-hand set but then hindi ata niya nahawakan ng maayos yung bola.
And that's why isa na lang ang kalamangan ng Fighting Maroons. This time, two-handed set from Velasquez, but Kaholo to no avail. Huhulog sana ni Aranyo, but no good. The Stags giving chase and giving this free ball for UP. Velasquez combination play. Kaholo, that was dug.
Villamor was there.
And off the block goes the Stags.
Alam mo, usually ganon, yung mga palong hindi naman talaga sobrang tinatalon. Usually, hindi na dapat like super, kumbaga, sobrang intent yung pag-block kasi, you know, like what happened.
Yeah, kahit ganun lang yung palo ni Sedi Lim, pumuntos pa rin. Pero just when they are having a momentum, another Marge Tejada quote.
Another service error.
Another service error. Well, we can never get tired of saying that phrase because that's what's been happening. Another service error. Kaya naman tabla ulit. UP has the driver's seat, by the way, 9-8. But San Sebastian is attacking at the net. Aranyo with a running attack, but that was blocked, and that's good for UP.
Block ni Lagando.
That's Lagando with the block. And with some help also from Advincula. But Lagando gets most of the credit on that block. So it's now 9 or 10 rather, serving 8. And that's a good attack on the part of the Stags. That's Lim. Sedi Lim. That's 2 points for Lim already.
Lim just really powered his spikes through those UP blockers.
So medyo namamahinga si Villamor, si Espinilla, and Sedi Lim is taking over for the Stags. Can UP respond this time?
Ooh, powerful hit by Kaholo.
Speaking of taking over, kanina pa nagte-take over yan si Wesley Kaholo for UP. And we have a double substitution on the part of the Fighting Maroons. So Nicolas comes in, and another player for UP will also come in. Russ Ijiran, middle blocker. So that's Nicolas coming in, and Russ Ijiran. So that's 2 middle blockers coming in for the Fighting Maroons. And Ijiran goes on the service line immediately. It's 11 serving 9. UP with a 2-point advantage.
Ooh.
Kaya lang, tumalbog ang bola, so
Service error.
service error again. 10 serving 11 tayo, mga kaibigan.
Para nag-iipon ng mga service errors itong both teams.
Nagpustahan yata sila before the game kung sino mas maraming service errors. Manlilibre ng dinner yung talo. Ganun yata yung mangyayari. So that's why they are collecting. But kidding aside, UP still has a 1-point advantage over San Sebastian.
Kaholo hitting that above his blockers.
That time around, Kaholo doesn't want any errors. Gusto niyang pumuntos, and he was successful that time.
Pero so far talaga itong blocking system ng San Sebastian is not able to really catch up to Kaholo. So far talaga nahuhuli ang middle blocker itong San Sebastian.
Yeah, and just as Kaholo scored, we have another service. Talagang tinatarget talaga ng UP ang side na yan ng court ng San Sebastian. They're really putting pressure on the opposite hitter of San Sebastian.
That's one. And targeting that spot is also hard for the setter kasi syempre yung angulo ng katawan niya medyo hindi in his favor if the ball comes from that angle.
Yeah, he might have to give chase of the ball. As far as giving chase is concerned, that's Dan Nicolas giving chase with that running attack and getting that point. 13-11. And Eusebio checks in for Jelay Lagando. That's Clint Eusebio coming in for Legando. And UP has a 2-point advantage. 13 serving 11. Eusebio goes directly to the service area. Eusebio with a good serve. Araño with the second ball, back set. But UP was able to recover just at the net, won by the Fighting Maroons. Velasquez sends it to Gamban. And Gamban off the block and scores.
Nandun na sana yung libero ng San Sebastian, but I think he hesitated and medyo delayed ang kanyang paghakbang doon.
And again, Gamban using the blockers of San Sebastian to pull off a point, and that's why they are now up 3, 14-11. This time, San Sebastian on the attack, but well received by UP. This time, Gamban once again with the attack. San Sebastian on the offensive.
Contact, violation called on the setter.
So Araño having problems on setting. At that moment, that's why medyo lumalaki na itong lamang ng UP. It's now 15-11 rather in favor of UP in this third set. This is still the 2022 V-League Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament. And we will be back with more after a quick break. Yeah, so even though UP is just 1 point away from sending us to a second technical timeout, San Sebastian still felt the need to call time because lumalaki na itong lamang ng Fighting Maroons.
In a way, pang-break din siya kasi ng momentum.
Yeah, indeed. They want to stop the bleeding. Talking about the Stags. Araño with the set. And that's a point for UP. Ball did not go over. That's 4 touches. And that's why UP is at the driver's seat, sending us to our second technical timeout. Fighting Maroons 16, Stags 11, here in set number 3 at the 2022 V-League Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Elimination Round Tournament. Earlier in this set, set number 3, we saw some back and forth action between the two teams, talking about UP and San Sebastian, but towards the latter part of the midpoint of set number 3, UP was able to gain favorable advantage. That's why they're up by 5, and it's still 16 serving 11 with Eusebio on the service line. Araño. Miscommunication there, and that's another infraction on the part of San Sebastian.
Araño basically in the way of Eusebio when, Espenida when he was approaching.
On that moment or in that situation, Marge, who do you think should adjust? Is it the setter or is it the attacker?
It's the setter kasi syempre sinet up mo na yung bola and pa-approach na yung attacker mo. Siyempre, nakatingin na siya dun sa bola. Hindi ka niya na makikita.
And again, San Sebastian having some reception problems here. That's an attack by Gamban.
Attack error.
Pero that's an error on the part of Loisa Gamban. So nakabawi ang Stags with that miscommunication earlier. So palitan ng tao itong San Sebastian. So lalabas muna si Espenida and Duguen Jill Duguen is now on the service line, coming in for Joss Espinida. Looper of a serve. Over receive, but UP will still have an opportunity to score a point, but that's an easy over. Kagang.
Good eye there by Red.
Gamban this time. And the ball goes out, but that's a point for Gamban and the Fighting Maroons. That's already a 6-point advantage on the part of the Fighting Maroons. 18 serving 12. And we have Dan Nicolas, middle blocker, serving for UP. UP trying to get a 2-1 advantage. So does San Sebastian if they win this set. But UP has the edge by 6 points. And that's a tap to the side of San Sebastian. Here's an attack from the side to no avail. Velasquez sets it up to Gamban. Off the block and scores.
Throughout this match, Gamban has really been using his blockers to his advantage.
And Gamban is doing a victory lap after that point because UP is closer to victory in set number 3. They are now up by 7, 19-12. And there's a substitution on the part of the Stags. That's a Marcos coming in. Franz Marcos coming in for one of his teammates, Kyle Villamor. So Villamor will take a breather and Franz Marcos gets in. Here's UP with an attack, Kagang. With an attack, error. Medyo malamig pa si Marcos coming into the match, Marge.
Medyo off din yung timing niya doon and he was under the ball, but still he tried to hit that ball.
Yan nga, namamagana itong kalamangan ng UP. It's now an 8-point advantage. Fighting Maroons 20, Stags 12. Kapag ganitong malaki yung lamang, Marge, what do you think is Coach Clint sharing to his team?
I guess it's more of saying na to keep the composure. Siyempre, yung ganyan na laking lamang, medyo nerve-wracking siya on the side of the players. But then again, you have to go back to basics and really
as we
managing
acknowledge
your emotions.
The presence of Sports Vision, one of the executives of Sports Vision, Mr. Ricky Palou, joining us in attendance here at the Paco Arena with this intense men's volleyball action. So you were saying kanina, Marge, na composure, 1 point at a time. So let's see if San Sebastian can apply whatever Coach Clint said to them in that huddle. So it's now UP serving, 20 serving 12. Kagang sends it to Marcos, but UP will have an opportunity to capitalize. That's well read. Another opportunity for the Fighting Maroons to score. Gamban with an attack, and Gamban delivers once more.
It's really just finding the gap between the two blockers of San Sebastian.
Kanina pa gumagana yun, Marge, yung kanyang cross-court hit ni Gamban.
Like I was saying nga, kasi talagang hinahanap niya yung butas between the blockers kasi medyo nalilate nga itong blocker ng San Sebastian.
Yeah, and
itong
going back to one of our discussions earlier then, Gamban also has beach volleyball experience. So ganun yung mentality niya, finding those gaps.
Ooh, attack error.
Another attack error on the part of the Stags.
But you have to give it to the Stags, no? Talagang, like I said kanina, yung tapang, no? Na walang takot, basta mag-attack ng attack.
Yeah, makita mo naman sa kanila na yung kanilang atake, they are executing it nicely. It's just that the results do not go their way. Again, another misreceived ball there. And an over-reception, easy over for UP. Can they capitalize? Gamban.
Attack error.
This time,
That hits the net.
medyo malayo ba si Gamban dun sa atake na yun from the net? So it's now 13 serving 22. Stags trying to...
Service error.
They were trying to reduce this gap, but then again, they gave away a free point once again. So if there's a story, Marge, for set number 3, it's really the errors killing the Stags. This time,
Still
Yuki was
good.
able to save that ball. Kagang with a 1-2 play. But Velasquez was there. Here's Gamban with an attack. The Stags give chase, and the action continues. Unfortunately,
The error is really killing San Sebastian here.
so parang sa nakikita mo ngayon, Marge, dito sa San Sebastian, it's really the mental game that is killing them or beating them.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, sports is more than just, you know, the physical. It's also the mental din talaga. If you're not mentally strong talaga, you will crumble.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see if San
Oh.
Sebastian will crumble, and they did not. And they were able to score a point there, courtesy of Alba. So that's one set point save. UP is already at 24 points. So isa na lang kailangan nila to close this set. Can San Sebastian save this set, they will have to climb a big mountain, but to no avail. Inapos na ng UP, courtesy of Gamban. So that's 25, UP 14, San Sebastian. So UP has a 2-1 advantage here in this game, and we'll be back with more action for set number 4. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. This time around, UP getting an easy set 3 victory, 25-14 over the San Sebastian Recolectos Stags. And checking at the numbers on the screen, Marge, take us through the story of these numbers.
If you look at it, no, hindi ganun. I mean, mas malaki yung errors ng nitong UP side, no? But then again, their attacks worked well for them.
So it's very surprising that UP actually has more errors compared to San Sebastian, 14-9, and yet they easily won set number 3. Yung kanina yung set 2, duguan at mahabang labanan yung set number 2 rather, 33-31 in favor of San Sebastian. This time UP getting an easy set 3 victory, and they're now at the hill as far as winning this match is concerned. But San Sebastian is hoping to be able to extend this game to a 5th set. So it would be a reset between the two teams, and we are going into set number 4 in the final match of this opening day of the vleague 2022 challenge. Cup.
San Sebastian starting the set with a service error.
Just like a broken record, folks, another service error for the Stags. So sa tingin ko, after this game, March, yan ang isa sa mga priority sa practice ni Coach Clint, service. Nangyayari din ba sa inyo yan dati, Marge, na yung parang if it's too many service errors, yun lang yung focus ng practice nyo na?
That's true though. Usually coming from a game, tapos it's usually ang fino-focus ng mga coaches kung saan nagkaroon ng lapses within the game. So at one point that did happen, no? Pag maraming service errors, talagang mas sinahabaan ng coaches kumbaga yung training when it comes to serving.
And this time, si RM Alba ang nasa service line para dito sa San Sebastian. Or one apiece in set number 4.
Oh, double. Red Velasquez trying to get that ball back into their court, but then, you know, yun nga, natawagan siya ng double contact.
Hindi sila nagkindatan maayos doon. Kaya hindi sila nagkaintindihan. And that's why San Sebastian has a slight advantage early in set number 4. That's a good reception. And this time, Lagando, lihis yung kanyang atake.
That's the challenge, no? If you're a lefty and you're hitting from the opener side, medyo hirap ka talaga pag yung set sa'yo kapos. Siyempre, lumiliit yung angle mo of spiking.
Yeah, and that's what happened to Lagando that time. Nothing much he can do with that ball. Tried his best but to no avail. Kaya lamang na ng dalawa itong San Sebastian. Velasquez back set, Kaholo. That has been bread and butter ng UP.
Yeah.
So we are at a set 4 and Kaholo is still delivering the goods for the Fighting Maroons as the opposite hitter. And here he is on the service line. Aganyo. At nag-adjust sa mid-air itong si Mendoza. And a tip by Lagando.
Lagando doing a smart play there, using his blocker's hand and checking it out of bounds.
Kanina, nilakasan niya yung palo niya pero at a difficult angle to no avail yun. Manipis na tira lang but it's successful. So either way, the goal is to score a point and Lagando was successful at that point. So tabla tayo sa tatlo. One hand set to no avail. Na-receive din ng UP. Lagando with an attack. But the ball goes back to UP's way. Gamban to Lagando just at the net. One by UP.
Oh! Nauna doon sa approach. Itong si Dan Nicolas.
Ano yun? Nauna yung talon ni Dan Nicolas doon sa set ng bola. So it's 4 serving 3. Favor of San Sebastian.
Good dig.
Velasquez and a tip there.
Bawi agad itong si Dan Nicolas finding that spot.
Oh, siguro pag dun sa huddle nila kanina, sabi niya kay Velasquez, bigay mo sa akin yung bola.
Babawi ako, babawi ako.
Erase natin yung error ko para maganda yung highlights. So anyway, so it's 4-all again.
And that's what you need then for a player. Na after one error, you need to get back up, forget the error you committed, and then bawi ka kaagad. Kasi once you get stuck in that error, wala, it will just pull your playing down.
Yeah, masisira yung diskarte mo kapag ganun. This time, Villamor, successful sa kanyang diskarte, finding that sideline of UP. Kaya naman lamang sila ng isa. 5-4. Gamban this time.
Oh,
off the block and scores.
Good read there by the libero of UP. Itong si Untilla. He was supposed to get that, but then realized na it was out.
So credit half the point there for the libero of UP. That's John Lee Hontilla, but Gamban with the finishing touch to put them even with San Sebastian. UP with the serve, that's Nicolas. Aranyo this time, Villamor once again.
Good set there by Aranyo. Na-confuse itong blockers ng UP. At na-late.
At itong si Villamor, 2 straight points early in set number 4. So baka siya ang puntahan ng San Sebastian if they would like to extend this to a 5th set. This time, Gamban, off the blockers,
Hits
off the
head.
rafters. And Gamban once more off the block, but it goes to the side of UP. Puntos yun para sa San Sebastian. This time, the Stags denied Gamban with that attack.
Talagang pinayungan ito ni Alba si Gamban with that block.
Yeah, nakapag-adjust ang San Sebastian on that second opportunity from Gamban. Kaya naman maganda yung coverage nila doon. So it's 7-5.
Oh, beautiful setup there by Red Velasquez and Advincula having a really good timing at that spike.
That's one good play for UP, and that's something that they haven't gone to that often, yung kanilang middle attack. So baka magbago yung ihip ng hangin or yung complexion ng kanilang atake with that successful shot by Advincula. So it's 6-7. That's a miss hit by San Sebastian. Another try. Kaya lang
nagigil si Alba doon.
Nakita niya na yung opportunity niya, March, to hit a good ball. Kaya lang yun nga, sabi mo, andun na yung gigil ni Alba. So tabla ulit tayo, 7 apiece. This time it's the setter. Red Velasquez on the service area. Araño sets the ball to Villamor. The second ball is still good. Ball still good. This is an opportunity for the Fighting Maroons. That's a good hit, but that was blocked.
Alba getting good blocks in this set.
And that block sends us to our first technical timeout in set number 4 with San Sebastian having a slight 8-7 advantage. This is still the V-League 2022 Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament, and we will be back with more words and more action.
To close this match, UP needs to be consistent. On defense and offense, mas naayos na nila ang sistema nila. Karamihan naman sa naging puntos nila during the last set ay galing din sa errors ng San Sebastian. But let's also give credit to their ever-reliable captain Luis Gamban and Wesley Cajolo, who was an MVP during his high school years. He is instantly making a name in the collegiate scene. Isa rin itong si Wesley sa mga lefties ng UP na ayon sa karamihan, mahirap depensahan. Tama ba, Lance and Marge?
Yeah, thank you for that report, Sarah Esido. So, jumping off that report from Sarah, mahirap depensahan ng left-handed player. And that's why Cajolo is having success against San Sebastian. When you were playing March, parang were you able to face some left-handed players? Ano yung diskarte para depensahan yung mga ganyang manlalaro?
It's really just finding the right angle, no, of their hitting arm.
So, ayun. Medyo magkakaroon tayo ng scramble dito on the part of UP, but they were able to send the ball over. And that's a good attack on the part of the Stags. That's Espenilla. And dalawa ang kalamangan ng Stags dito, 9, serving 7. Villamor this time to serve. Lagando with the reception. Gamban with an extension. And Gamban scores the point.
Net touch.
Another net touch on the part of the Stags. So UP trims that lead, 8 serving 9. Team captain Loisa Gamban on the service line. UP trying to catch up, tie this set, even win this set eventually. And that's a block, but that's a point for San Sebastian. So dalawa ulit ang kalamangan ng Stags dito. 10 serving 8. And that's Araño, their setter, serving. Velasquez setting ball. Cajolo!
Ooh, powerful attack coming from Cajolo. Then again, yung nga sinasabi ko kasi first set pa lang, ginagamit niya yung hang time niya, inaantay niya na bumaba yung blockers niya before he hits that ball.
So inuunahan niya yung mga blockers niya na tumalon, pero pagdating sa extension in mid-air or staying in mid-air, siya yung nauhuli. That's why he has the edge. And he was a former MVP nga, sabi ni Sarah. And he has been the MVP, but not at that sequence. So another service error on the part of the Fighting Maroons, courtesy of Cajolo. So the Stags they are clinging into this lead. 2 points. Minsan nagiging isang puntos yan, but then nakahanap sila ng paraan to be able to handle this 2-point advantage. So dyan naglalaro yung kalamangan ng San Sebastian.
Oh, good block there by Mendoza.
But make it the 3-point lead by the Stags, courtesy of that block by Mendoza on Cajolo. Kaya naman itong UP will press for time. They will talk things over. They are down by 3. San Sebastian 12, UP 9. This is the 2022 V-League Challenge Cup Men's Volleyball Tournament. Stay with us. We will be back with more volleyball action. So despite losing set number 3 with a huge deficit, ang San Sebastian naman ang lamalamang ngayon, 12-9 here in set number 4. So the mission is clear for the part of the Stags, is to extend this match to a 5th set, try to win it there. But for UP, they would like to end it. At diskarte play na lang yun kay Lagando.
Again, what he did a while ago, he did again in this attack.
Parang pinadaplis na lang niya dun sa blockers niya, no? Tapos pina-out na lang niya. So that's why UP scored the point there. Dalawa na lang ang lamang ng San Sebastian. Aranyo with the set. Espinilla. And that was dug and well read. Velasquez this time to Lagando.
Ooh, net touch. Medyo nanggigil si Mendoza sa pag-block kay Lagando doon.
Hindi niya napigilan ni Mendoza yung kanyang momentum going to the net. That's why that infraction, that net touch error sends UP to its 11th point while San Sebastian has 12. That's a 1-point advantage for the Stags. And Cajolo is serving for the Fighting Maroons. He has been excellent so far for UP this game. Good intention, Marge. Kailangan malakas.
Bad execution.
Yes. Sayang, maganda yung opportunity na yon to be able to add to their lead. But eventually, UP was able to tie it. Ayan, tabla po tayo sa 12. In set number 4, Cajolo is still serving.
Ooh!
And again, another quote from Marge Tejada.
Another service error.
Another service error. It has been that many, folks, in this game. So, kaya naman itong Stags, balik ang kalamangan sa kanila. 13, serving 12. Strong serve there on the part of the Stags. Adjusting in mid-air is Nicolas, pero basang-basa yung kanyang tap. Velasquez once again sets up Lagando. Puntilla with the second ball. Lagando once again adjusts in mid-air. Here's a set to Villamor, but that was well
Villa was
read.
there.
Lagando with an easy tip. Action continues.
Ooh.
An adjustment in mid-air from the Stags, and play continues in that quick attack by Dan Nicolas. Ends the rally and gives a point for the Fighting Maroons.
You know, every time talaga nga na itong both teams, ginagamit nila yung middle hitters nila. They're both teams, middle blockers really deliver.
Yeah, parang kanina, there has been a scarcity of middle attack. Ngayon, ang dami. Dahil pinapagana nila yung middles nila, talking about both teams. This time, Gamban. But that was a good save there by Aranyo. Joust at the net, won by San Sebastian, but UP has an opportunity. Gamban with an attack, but did not go through. So with Gamban, it's like hit or miss. Either it's off the block, or minsan kinukulang yung kanyang atake. So UP is rolling the dice in that instance. And that's why San Sebastian has 1-point lead. But this time they will set up Gamban again.
You know, the thing about Gamban, he's a lefty. So, if you notice yung mga sets ni Red, medyo bitin sa kanya. And nahihirapan talaga si Gamban to find the right angles to hit that ball.
Kaya nahanapan na lang niya ng diskarte at tamang angulo. It's not easy, but still, Gamban is converting those sets from Velasquez, and that's why they are tied with the Stags. And here's an attack from San Sebastian. Lumusot yun for Villamor. So Villamor is having a string of points here in the fourth set. He and Espenilla, they are trying to carry the Stags to a fifth set in this game. Mendoza with the serve for San Sebastian. This time, Gamban again!
Gamban again finding the gap between the two blockers of San Sebastian.
Gamban will not be denied that time. Talagang nag-adjust siya ng kanyang talon. It was higher this time compared to his jump earlier. That's why there was no doubt that that was a point. And that's why we are also tied at 15 with Velasquez on the service line. Araño bump set. Espenilla. But
off yung timing ni Espenida doon. Nauna siya masyado dun sa set.
dahil dun sa off timing na yun ni Espenilla, UP has a 1-point lead going to the second technical timeout. 16 UP, 15 San Sebastian. We will be back with more volleyball action here from the Paco Arena. A brief soundbite from the UP huddle saying laban, and that's what they're doing in set number 4. That's why they have a 1-point advantage against the San Sebastian Recollect Stags. They would like to close this game in set number 4. Samantala, San Sebastian, they would like to send it to a 5th and deciding set. You're still with us here live from the Paco Arena. Lance Fernandez joined by Marge Tejada. And that time, the attack for Villamor is good. Tabla ulit tayo sa 16. Marge, ang unang kumurap, talo. So, balasan ng tao ang UP. That's Ijiran, Russ Ijiran, middle blocker, coming in favor of Advincula. But San Sebastian still has service. Velasquez, back set. Gamban this time.
Gamban again, powering through that block.
That fierce attack by Gamban puts UP up 17-16. And Gamban is on deck to serve for the Fighting Maroons.
Kita mo din kay Gamban, no? Talagang game face on na siya.
Game face on because essentially, especially he is the captain of the team. So sa kanya talaga aasa ang UP. At that time, that's 4 touches on the part of the Fighting Maroons.
Like
18 serving 16. Yeah, you were saying, Marge.
Like I said kanina, no, itong Stags until now, 4th set na nagsastruggle pa din sila with their first balls.
Yeah, they have been adjusting their receiver set, but they're still having problems like that one. Mabuti lang na over yun ni Araño. Velasquez setting the ball. Kaya lang that's an infraction na gusto niyang itulak si Gamban doon. Ginawa na lang niya ng paraan. Yeah. Kaya kapag ganyan, minsan talagang pag-setter, talagang tinutulak talaga out of the way.
Important din talaga na yung setter mo, vocal.
Speaking of setting, that's a good point para sa San Sebastian, regalo. So tabla tayo sa 18 from a 16-15 second technical timeout. Good reception then. Lagando this time.
Oh, good block there by Alba.
Alba establishes the wall, kaya naman lamang ang San Sebastian by 1 point. 19-16. to 18.
In the set, UP has to really find ways for their attacks to get through. And they, of course, also lessen yung errors nila.
Could it be na nababasa na rin sila ng San Sebastian's net defense kaya hindi gumagana yung mga palo nila? Pero this time, gumana si Cajolo. As I was just saying, it's like San Sebastian is being able to read UP's attack, but that time, Cajolo's attack cannot be denied. As Eusebio checks in and Lagando goes out.
UP needs to maximize habang nasa frontline itong si Cajolo.
Yes, that would be a good strategy for the Fighting Maroons to eventually close this match. But this time, the Stags deliver.
Beautiful attack there by
That's Espenida, rather.
Espenida.
So, San Sebastian is trying to be creative then on placing Espenilla, varying their attacks. So talagang tinatago rin nila para hindi rin mabasa yung kanilang atake. But Alba with the serve!
Service error!
Service error once again. Amang din na natin nabilang yung ilang beses mong sinabi yung service error ngayong laban na itong March.
Actually, parang ayoko na nga
Meron bang vleague record na gano'n? Yung parang most number of service errors mentioned. But then again, kidding aside, going back to the action, Cajolo on the service line, 20 all po tayo mga kaibigan. And Aranyo with the second ball, and that's a good
that goes
play.
out!
Kaya lang malakas ang palo.
Nasa ilalim. Yung spiker.
And that's why UP has a slight 1-point advantage going into this timeout. Coach Clint would like to talk things over and would like to break the momentum also of the Fighting Maroons. So it's 21 UP, 20 to San Sebastian. And also an opportunity to catch their breath din also, no, Marge, dahil it has been a long game between these two squads. Kaya naman napatawag din ng timeout itong si Coach Clint siguro.
Yeah, especially coming from, you know, that second set na umabot ng 30. Nakakapagod yung set na yun. Imagine, hindi masyado nagpapaikot ng players.
Yeah, so tingnan natin kung sinong unang kukurap dito sa set na ito. So, they're not far from each other. So, San Sebastian 20, UP 21. Both teams have a great chance of getting this set. Of course, UP would like to end this already here in set number 4. But let's see if they will be successful in doing so. Aranyo with the back set. That's good for Espenilla.
Kanina pa yung angle na yun, tina-target ni Espenida. And it has been really working for him.
And that has been a successful attack for Espenida this time. And on deck to serve is Mark Martin.
Service error!
Parang ano na yun, automatic ka naman na yun. Freeze mo na yun, March. No? Because of this game. But, well, we have to describe what we see, and that's what we saw. This is another service error on the part of San Sebastian. And magkakaroon ng pagkakataon ng UP to serve. And this is Eusebio serving. Aranyo sets it to Villamor.
Na-late si Dan Nicolas doon sa paghabol, sa pag-block sa open.
Medyo nalito rin si Dan Nicolas doon kasi for the most part, itong si Aranyo is going to Espenida. This time, UP on the attack.
UP utilizing their middle. Yung nga sinasabi, kanina ko po sinasabi, no, every time both teams use their middles, it has been really effective for them.
Yeah, hindi masyadong ginagamit, pero once they do, it has been money for both teams. So itong si Ijiran goes back into the action para sa UP, and itong si Dan Nicolas naman ang magsuserve for the Fighting Maroons. Good serve there by Nicolas, but Aranyo has a good bob set. Gamban this time on the attack. Dug there by San Sebastian. Action continues.
Good dig.
Velasquez, second ball to Gamban. Off the block and good.
Woo!
And Gamban with the strut after that point. And why not? UP is at match point. But SSC San Sebastian calls for time. 24, UP 22, the Stags. Can UP close it out, or will San Sebastian able to force a fifth set? We will find out with more volleyball action coming your way right after a quick break. Kumbaga sa bingo, namumuro na po ang UP. They are now at a match point with 24 points in set number 4. Samantalang ang Stags ng San Sebastian Recoletos not far behind. They are at 22. So a string of good fortune, good luck for San Sebastian. And we will see another extended set possibly in set number 4. We'll find out. As that serve by Nicolas goes in, and that attack pushes through.
Miscommunication there. Could have been a chance for UP not to attack good, but then,
and that time, a free ball. Hindi na nagawa ng paraan ni Dan Nicolas yun. Lumabas na yun. And 23 for San Sebastian, 24 for UP. So, still anybody's ball game talking about set number 4. But of course, the mission for UP is to end this set and this match here.
And that goes out! Medyo kinabahan, medyo nagkaroon ng lag doon for everyone, no? And really looked at the referee kung outside ba or inside.
But first referee talking to the linesman, trying to confirm. And point goes to UP, and that's over. The game is over. It's an anticlimactic ending, but poetic justice din, Marge, because it has been a lot of service errors talaga. And dun din natapos ang kartada or ang laban nitong San Sebastian with an error sa service error nila. So UP wins this in 4 sets, just like the other matches that we've had today, all 4 sets. So UP wins it 25-23 in set number 4. And they won the first set 25-23. And then San Sebastian won set number 2 33-31. And UP was able to capitalize on the errors of San Sebastian in set 3 25-14. And ending this game in 4 sets 25-23. So that's all for us. We were going to wrap up this coverage in behalf of all the hard-working men and women of Sports Vision and this volleyball coverage. In behalf of my partner also, analyst for this evening, Marge Tejada. This has been Lance Fernandez on the microphone. Keep safe, God bless, and we will have more volleyball action coming your way in vleague on Wednesday.